How's it going, everyone? It's Adam from Me Daddy Yeti, and today we're doing the Triple Option Podcast. This is episode 3, so if you guys are enjoying this, definitely like and subscribe. I'm with my boy Chase from Colorado and my friend Mikey from St. Louis. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great. Pats won Sunday. Can never complain.
I'm doing pretty good myself. Can't say the same about the Panthers, but it's okay. We're fine. We'll survive.
All right. So we're going to do our Week 3 game picks right now. Start us off, first game of the week, Tennessee at Jacksonville. Chase, who are you taking?
I got to roll with the Titans. I don't know. The Jaguars are a hot mess. You know, Minshew lit up the Chiefs but couldn't light up the Texans. I just don't really see that. Tennessee, at the same time, they lit up the Browns and then lost to Indianapolis close or whatever that game was. Yeah, I'm just going to go with Titans. I feel like it's a safer pick.
How about you, Mikey?
Yeah, I'm going with the Titans as well. I picked them to win the AFC South. This is a huge divisional game for them. Jaguars are obviously without Nick Foles. That helps. And I just like the Titans of what they've been doing. They did mess up last week, but they still easily could have won that game. Ryan Suckup missed some field goal. And, Mariota's just really clutch in the red zone. I saw the stat line. It was like he has 51 touchdowns and 1 interception in his career in the red zone, which is just phenomenal. And, yeah, as long as he doesn't turn the ball over and they feed Derrick Henry, just give him the ball, they'll be fine against the Jaguars in this one.
Yeah, I'm taking the Titans as well. Not very confident about this pick because both these teams very inconsistent. One week they'll be amazing. They'll be like, wow, this is my divisional pick. And the next game, they just don't do anything. So this is a little iffy. Risky pick. I'm taking the Titans. I do like the Jags. I don't know if their coaching's that good. Everyone's doubting if they really want to play that hard and actually win games. Jalen Ramsey wants out. I just don't know if the Jags can keep it together without a really good starting quarterback to help motivate them. So I'm taking the Titans. I feel like they're more talented. I like their coach, Mike Vrabel, old Patriot. So I'm taking the Titans. Miami at Dallas. I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys by 30 plus. Better defense, better offense. They can control the trenches on offense and defense. Obviously, quarterback play, coaching, just everything's better. I'm taking the Cowboys. And if the Miami somehow pulls an upset, then this will be like the upset of the year. So, Chase, who are you taking?
Got to roll the Cowboys. They're pretty unstoppable if you ask me. Miami, yeah, let's be real here. They just lost Minkah Fitzpatrick, their second best cornerback, best safety, whatever you want to call him. No way the Cowboys don't just light them up the same way the Pats did, let alone the fact that they have Zeke, who I think is hands down the best running back in the league.
All right, how about you, Mike?
Yeah, I'm going with the Cowboys as well. Not much to talk about here. I think we'd have a better time arguing who's going to win more by a bigger margin, Cowboys or Patriots. I think that's a better conversation to be having. Yeah, not much to say on this game.
Yeah. All right, next game, Cincinnati at Bills. When obviously from an entertainment factor, it's not very entertaining, but Bills sneaky. They're 2-0. Can't ignore that. This is kind of a tough game to predict. I'm going to go the Bills. I just like their defense. I started their defense in fantasy last week. They got the job done. I don't know. Andy Dalton's been passing the ball very well. Lots of passing yards. He's been hitting John Ross. Joe Mixon, kind of a slow start to the season. Injuries may be a concern. He's kind of a risky fantasy play. So I'm gonna go the Bills. Not confidently, but I think they'll get the job done at home. Who are you taking, Chase?
Yeah, I mean, the first 2 weeks I didn't pick the Bills, and both those games they won. I definitely think that the Bengals can win this game, but the Bills just have the edge that they're also home too. So it's just another safe pick I can make.
All right, how about you, Mikey?
Yeah, I'm going with the Bills as well. I just don't know what's going on with Joe Mixon. I'm shocked. He was one of my sleepers for fantasy this year. 17 carries, 27 yards, 1.6 yards per carry through 2 games. I know he's a little banged up, but that's no excuse. It's just horrible.
It's costing me in my league.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I think
bad pick.
Josh Allen, he's not bad as people say he is. He uses his legs well. He might even be the best running quarterback in the league, or maybe Lamar
Wow.
Jackson. All right,
As a Panthers fan too. Wow.
Yeah, Cam Newton doesn't run anymore, so it's fine. Josh Allen gets it done with his legs. He has a cannon, and I just think Bills improved to 3-0.
Well, my thing is the Bills haven't really been tested yet. Their strength of schedule early on is a little easy. Later on, they will be tested. So we'll see how they hold up.
Sure.
Next game, Detroit at Philly. Now, I don't even know about this game because Detroit somehow beat the Chargers last week. I don't think anyone predicted that. If you predicted it, then good for you. But I'm taking Philly. I like their team. One of those iffy teams, one day they'll show up, the next day they won't. Lots of injuries at wide receiver. I'm pretty sure at one point in the game against Atlanta on Sunday night, their top 3 receivers were all out of the game. And Carson Wentz was out for a couple of plays. So I'm taking the Eagles just because they have a better all-around team and they're at home. But it's honestly could be closer than people might think. So, Mike, who are you taking?
Yeah, I'm going with the Eagles as well. Obviously, we have to be cautious of the injury report. Deshaun Jackson banged up, Alshon Jeffrey banged up, Goddard banged up, and even Carson Wentz was a bit banged up. So, yeah, it's not looking too great over there, but I think if they get like some of those guys dressed up, they should be able to win this game pretty easily, I want to say. Yeah, they still have a good team, pretty deep team.
Yeah. Chase, who are you taking?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta go affiliate this one. They're home. They're just better at every aspect of the game compared to Detroit. Even if they're injured, they have very deep wide receiver core. They just drafted that guy at Stanford this year. I don't know how much he got to play, but he had a lot of talent in college. So you don't get D-jacked for one game. Let him sit, put in the rookie, see what he can do.
All right, next game, Jets at Patriots. This is a no-brainer. I'm taking the Jets. Let's go. Third straight quarterback, Le'Veon Bell. Let's ride. I'm kidding. I'm going Patriots by a lot, 40-plus, to be honest. Who are you taking, Mike?
Yeah, I think best team in the NFL against the worst team in the NFL, arguably. Yeah. Patriots win by, let's go 38. Patriots by 38.
38. Who are you taking, Chase?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be crazy to say the Jets, but, we're going with New England, of course. We're at home. Gillette's going to be hopping right now. Everyone's going to want to see this guy get just crushed in the backfield. No one wants to see Le'Veon do well. Yeah, stadium's going to be hopping. New England's winning. Wouldn't be surprised if they don't get another touchdown. I could see a score being somewhere like 30, 35 to 6, something like that.
All right, yeah, that's fair. I have a feeling Le'Veon Bell's going to be the focal point. They're just going to focus in on him. He'll probably get a lot of touches, but I don't think he'll get much.
30-plus touches.
Yeah, he won't do that well, like yardage-wise. Anyways, next pick, Atlanta at Indy. This would have been a great game if Andrew Luck was playing, but I do like Jacoby Brissett. I'm going Atlanta. I just like what I saw last week against the Eagles. I feel like they're starting to get a rhythm going. The chemistry is building up. A fantastic receiving core. Devontae Freeman again, another bad fantasy week. So he's been a disappointment to a lot of fantasy owners. But yeah, I'm going Atlanta. I feel like they have a good nucleus. They just got to be consistent. Chase, who are you taking?
Yeah, got to go with Atlanta. I think they're better than Indianapolis. Wouldn't be surprised if Indianapolis won their home. Matt Ryan, like, what's up with you, dude? What, 3 picks last game, too? Like, you're fucking crazy. Like, time for Atlanta to start looking at another quarterback if this man throws 2+ picks again. Like, you got to be kidding me. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they beat Philly. Obviously, they were at home. Obviously, the injuries coming into effect. Obviously, the non-call on the 4th and 3. No, I don't know. I don't really see Indianapolis win this one.
Yeah, I agree. Chase, Mikey, how about you?
I'm going to go with the Colts on this one. This is their first home game of the year. They had a pretty tough 2 games, in my opinion, to open up the year at the Chargers, and they took them to overtime, and then they beat the Titans on the road. So pretty impressive start. I'm fairly impressed with Jacoby Brissett, and their defense is good. I like their coach. Marlon Mack is solid, and I just think they have the personnel to beat this Falcons team, and I'm severely underimpressed with. Low-key should have lost to the Eagles if Aguilar doesn't drop the ball, and got absolutely murdered by Minnesota. So I'm going to go with the Colts at home, defending their home field.
I respect that. It's a good pick. All right, Oakland at Minnesota. Toss-up game for me. I feel like Oakland's more capable than people think, but Minnesota at home, obviously they have good defense. Kirk Cousins, I like Kirk Cousins. People give him a lot of shit. I don't know why. He's worth a lot of money, but he hasn't really been producing. I get that. But I think Minnesota has a better team. I'm a big Stephon Diggs guy. Obviously, I like Thielen. Dalvin Cook, best fantasy producer so far at the running back position. So I'm taking Minnesota just because it was at home. If this was in Oakland, I might take Oakland, but I'm going the Vikings. Chase, I'm guessing you're picking the same?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Vikings fan. They're at home. They just lost to Green Bay. Stadium's gonna be hopping right now. Oakland, it's just like, they beat the Broncos. Pretty close game. That defense, like they got some guys up front now with Cleveland Farrell and the other dude that has a couple sacks, like 3.5 sacks. But like, are you really telling me right now they're gonna stop Dalvin Cook, Diggs, and Thielen? No, they're just not.
Yeah. How about you, Mike?
Yeah, I'm going with the Vikings as well. Just to touch on why you said that people give Kirk Cousins a tough time. He's just really dumb. There was a moment in that game. You're down 5, first and goal in the fourth quarter, and this guy legit rolls out to his right and throws up a prayer on first and goal that gets picked off. I don't know what he's doing. He cost them the game. I thought the Vikings were in a solid position to win that game, even though they were down 21-0. Green Bay was not moving the ball at all after the first quarter, and Minnesota did everything they could to get back into that game, had first and goal down 5, and Kirk Cousins just throws it away. And I feel like he always finds a way to do something stupid. So, but yeah. Other than that, I like
teams above 500.
I like Minnesota in this game. Dalvin Cook, big fan of his, and they just have very talented group, and their defense held up pretty well against the Packers on the road. Besides that brutal first quarter, but they'll get it back on track. I think Minnesota wins fairly easily.
Yeah, I feel like Kirk Cousins, yes, he has the numbers sometimes, but he's lacking that like closing clutch gene. 100%.
No clutch.
I remember he took a knee once by accident instead of spiking the ball or something. It was so stupid. I remember it was like Sunday Night Football against the Eagles a couple years back when he was with the Redskins. It was so bad.
Yeah, so he's not ideal in high-pressure situations whatsoever. Baltimore at Kansas City. Now, this is a good game. I remember last time Baltimore gave him a run last year. I'm pretty sure it went to overtime, and Kansas City almost lost that game. They had obviously that great play by Mahomes to trap to Tyreek Hill to get in field goal range. But yeah, I'm going to go Kansas City. I don't think anyone's going to stop them. Yes, Baltimore has a very well-coached defense and good offense, explosive offense, but I'm taking the Chiefs. Mike, who are you taking?
Yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs as well. Pat Mahomes is too good. Yeah, the Ravens have been pretty hot to start the year, but you're going into Arrowhead Stadium. It's going to be things are going to turn out a little differently, I believe. Lamar Jackson could have an okay game. Kansas City's defense isn't that good, but Kansas City is at home, so the defense should be intact, and Pat Mahomes is just going to tear up Baltimore, I believe. Yeah.
How about you,
Kansas
Chase?
City wins.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be exactly what the Chiefs versus Rams was last year. It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be whoever has time of possession more. It's, like I said, in my opinion, MVP of the whole season is going to be the quarterback that wins this game, if you ask me. Because, they're both 7 touchdowns, no interceptions so far. Obviously, Pat has more passing yards. Lamar has way more rushing yards. It's going to be a shootout. It's what it's going to come down to. But I got to go with Kansas City. Being at home, like you said, at Arrowhead, it's going to be hopping. That place gets loud. I just don't really see a young guy like Lamar Jackson coming in with a defense that lost a lot of key pieces.
Yep. All right. Broncos at Green Bay. Dude, Lambeau's such a tough place to play. I'm taking Aaron Rodgers. He didn't look that good second half of that Minnesota game, but I just love home field when it comes to Lambeau Field. It's just that energy, that momentum. I'm not doubting the Packers, especially at home. Maybe if they're at Mile High, I would think differently, but for right now, I'm taking the safe pick. I'm taking the Packers. Mike, I'm assuming you're taking the Packers as well?
Yeah, I'm taking the Packers as well. I do like Denver. I like what they're doing. They should have won that game against the Bears.
True.
But yeah, it's just too tough. They're gonna unfortunately start the year 0-3. Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers, and Lambeau Field's a tough place to play, so I'm gonna have to go with Green Bay.
Chase, you taking the Packers?
Yeah, I mean, I got to go with the Packers. Denver's already 0-2. You're right, though, if it was reverse, like obviously playing at Mile High, you got the altitude effect. But playing at Lambeau, you got the Lambeau effect.
True.
So, I mean, I'm just going to keep saying it because it's true, but Rodgers was washed up, but he's not losing to this Denver team.
Panthers at Cardinals. Interesting game. I was taking Carolina last week, but I lost all my confidence in Carolina. It's a toss-up game for me. I feel bad, to be honest, Mikey. I'm sorry. But I think I'm going to take the Panthers. I feel like I'm not going to doubt them back-to-back weeks. Arizona, they'll be good in the future. They're not there yet. Cam Newton, obviously, he doesn't look healthy. There's something wrong there. But I like Christian McCaffrey. I'm a big Christian McCaffrey guy. Luke Kuechly's one of my favorite defensive players in the NFL, and I feel like they'll do pretty well. They'll hold their own. I'm not that impressed yet with Kyler Murray and David Johnson, but we'll see what happens. I'm just going to go with the Panthers. Mike, are you going to take the Panthers as well?
Yeah, I'm still going with my Panthers.
Yep.
There's reports that say Cam Newton's not going to play this Sunday. My boy Will Greer, I thought he was going to get a chance, but apparently he isn't, so they're going to roll the dice. Reports say that Kyle Allen is their ride or die if Cam Newton sits, so...
Standing in the white flag.
I mean, Kyle Allen's good enough to win games with McCaffrey by his side, so just give McCaffrey the ball, throw him screens, just keep feeding him the ball over and over again, and... Yeah, I think Carolina still has the playmakers that can win games against bad teams.
Yep.
Arizona's a pretty bad team, so I'm going to go with Carolina with this one.
Chase, who are you taking?
I got to roll with Arizona. They tied Detroit at home. Detroit just beat the Chargers. So it's just like one of those games if you put all the points together. I think Kyler's going to come out play really well. You got Kuechly, best middle linebacker in the game right now.
Yep.
I just who do they got Dante Jackson and James Bradbury. I just don't really see them. They got Fitz, they got Andy Isabella, who's definitely gonna go off this game if you ask me. I just don't really see them coming in here and beating the Cardinals, who everyone there is really hyped about Kyler. I don't really see them being just going to go with the Cardinals.
The Panthers front seven's going to get to him. I'll tell you that.
Of course they will. Yeah, the thing is, he can move, though. It's true. Like Russell Wilson.
All right.
That is true.
I'm actually changing my pick. I'm going Cardinals. I did this last week with the Bengals. I'm changing my pick to the Cardinals, and I'll tell you why. Questions with Cam Newton. I forgot that they're actually on the road. They're at Arizona. I thought it was at Carolina. I didn't read that correctly. But I'm taking Arizona just because I just have a weird feeling. I just don't think Carolina's that good. It's going to be a close game. It's literally a toss-up. I wouldn't be surprised if Carolina wins, and I regret this. But just to make it interesting, I'm going Arizona. Next game, we're going to go Giants at Tampa Bay. All these games are not very exciting, to be honest. I'm going to take Tampa Bay. They're at home. Daniel Jones, I do like Daniel Jones. A lot of people talk shit about him, not worth the 6th overall pick. I am a fan of him. I think he's good. He throws a nice ball. He's pretty good under pressure. He's nice. He's pretty good under pressure. He's composed. He has a good football IQ. But I'm just taking Tampa Bay at home. That's my pick. Chase, who are you taking?
I got to go with the Giants. Danny Dimes not going to throw more than 25 passes. I think they're going to rely heavily on Saquon here. And, they're just going to, the Giants don't really have it. They're obviously in a win-now mode in their mind, thinking about, replacing Eli like that. But I just, Tampa Bay is just so here and there. Giants, not a good defense at all. This is all on Jameis. You know what I mean? If anyone's going to has the most control over this game, it's going to be Jameis Winston. I just don't got any faith in him. Obviously, the Giants are coming into Tampa. I just think the Giants have just the upper hand with the whole running back, good rookie quarterback situation.
All right, Mike, who are you taking?
Yeah, I'm going with Tampa Bay here. Daniel Jones couldn't win games in college. He's not going to win games in the NFL either. There is reasons to be excited for him. I'm sure fans are happy over there, and he has those moments and flashes of his ability to be good.
Yep.
And Eli Manning's just done. But yeah, I like Tampa Bay in the spot at home. They looked okay Thursday night against Carolina, not great, but Carolina's defense was playing well, to be fair, and it was rainy conditions. So I'm sure Tampa Bay will win this game. They're just a better team. All
right, New Orleans at Seattle. I would take the Saints if Drew Brees was playing, but with the injury, I'm taking Seattle. Not much to say. I'm not a fan of Teddy Bridgewater, in my opinion. So there's my answer. Chase, who do you like?
Yeah, I got to roll with Seattle. They beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. Obviously, Big Ben went down, but Seattle, you never choose against them playing at home. That stadium is crazy.
It is, yep. Mike, who do you like?
Yeah, home of the 12th man. I got to go with Seattle, and Russell Wilson looked incredibly good against Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh's defense is like completely capable of being good, and they are not bad. But Russell Wilson just tore them apart. 29 for 35, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. He's just such a talented player, really smart with the ball, and yeah, I think Seahawks win this one.
All right, so this is a good game. Texans at Chargers. Chargers don't really have much of a home field, so I'm taking that home field away from them when predicting this game. I'm going to go the Chargers. I just have a feeling they were pissed about that loss last week at the Lions. That's a game that they really should have won. Phillip Rivers frustrated like all. Yeah, that's really an easy one. I mean, obviously the Patriots last year, they had issues, but Chargers, that's a game they should have won. I feel like they're going to come back, bounce back, and they're going to have a good offensive game. So I'm taking the Chargers. It'll be a very entertaining game. Chase, who do you like?
Yeah, I mean, you always got to take into consideration Chargers don't have home field, but I got to hand it to them. Like, they had a big turnout week 1 against Indianapolis. Obviously, they went to OT against them, so it makes me think, are they really that good? Are they not good? But, you know, Houston, it's the same thing. They almost beat the Drew Brees-led Saints based on just a bad call and the bad defensive call. You know, they barely beat the Jags last week at home. It's just this game can go either way. I just got to go with a safer bet and choose the veteran, you know, Phillip Rivers. He has better receivers. That defense is pretty solid. You know, I mean, it's just Austin Eckler's showing up. I just can't see how they don't win.
Yep. Mike, who do you like?
I like the Texans here. I don't know if the Chargers have better receivers, honestly. Hopkins and Fuller are pretty good receivers.
Yep.
Texans, I like Watson. He's pretty good. And, yeah, Texans they could have been 2-0. They're 1-1. They blew it against the Saints on what was it, Sunday night?
Yep.
Yeah.
Monday night.
Yeah, Monday Night Football. Yeah. But I think they almost lost to Jacksonville. If Jacksonville made that 2-point conversion, they would have lost that game too. That would have been a brutal way to start the year. But
yeah.
I think that win will give them some confidence. They feel good about themselves, and I think they'll become better and win this game. They've got to fix a lot of adjustments, and like a lot of areas are lacking, but I think they get the job done in LA.
All right, Pittsburgh at San Fran. I'm taking the 49ers. No Big Ben, obviously that's a huge issue. Mason Rudolph, he's pretty good. I'm not discouraging him whatsoever, but I'm just not a fan of that Pittsburgh team. I feel like they really miss Antonio Brown. Obviously they miss Le'Veon Bell from years past, but I feel like the 49ers are hot right now. I don't know what it is, just things are clicking. And I'm just a fan of their coaching staff and their offense mainly. I just like their coaching a lot. So I'm taking the 49ers because they're at home. If this was in Pittsburgh, I might go Pittsburgh, but I'm taking the 49ers. Mike, who do you like?
Yeah, I remember I said that the 49ers are going like 4-12 in the beginning of the year, and I was bashing on Garoppolo coming off the torn ACL. But yeah, I picked against him twice, and he burned me. But I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh. I think I'll let him burn me again. I like this Pittsburgh defense. I like the addition of Fitzpatrick. I like Bud Dupree. I like that young kid Devin Bush. I love Mike Hilton, T.J. Watt, Cameron Hayward, Tuitt, Mark Barron. They just have a really good personnel in my opinion. I don't know what happened against Seattle
or New England.
But yeah, Mason Rudolph is capable enough. There's not much tape on him, which is in his favor.
True.
And he did fine. And he has like James Conner, Juju, James Washington, which I think they were teammates in college. I want to say, might be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Yeah. That's what I want to say. Yeah. So yeah, don't sleep on Mason Rudolph and James Washington. They might spark up that connection again. Yeah, and this is my sleeper pick of the week, as Steelers are 7-point underdogs right now. But yeah, I like the Steelers to win this one.
All right, Chase, let's hear it. You're a big 49ers guy. Get it over with.
Yeah, you know, I love myself some 49ers. Front fours, fucking best in the fucking league.
That's nuts.
Jimmy's been showing up. Yeah, they're at home. It's just, I love myself some home field advantage.
Yep.
You know, you're right. Like, Mason Rudolph, he's good. You know, I mean, there's nothing against him personally, but who else do they got besides Juju? I mean, yes, they got James Washington. Dante Moncrief has
He's so bad.
He's been
so bad.
I have ever seen in this goddamn league.
So bad. I mean, Vance McDonald isn't bad. 2 touchdowns last week.
Yeah, he's not bad, but like it's just like everyone's relying on Juju right now, and that makes
a lot of pressure. I don't think he can fill the shoes.
Gets 100
I love
yards
Juju.
I mean, once he gets 100 yards in a game, I'll be like, let's go, Juju. Like, he's back. Like, I'm confident.
He will
that, like,
this week. He will.
He will. I mean, maybe he will. I mean,
140
no,
yards.
Richard Sherman, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, Richard Sherman.
Clamps.
It just makes more sense to have the 49ers in this one, if you ask me.
Yeah, they've been the better team, the hotter team this season.
I mean, it's not like James Conner's going to get 100 yards on them, that front four, and they got Quan Alexander in the backfield, a damn ball hawk.
Yeah, they're good. All right, Rams, Browns. I'm taking the Rams. I watched that game last night with Baker Mayfield against the Jets. Yes, he had some highlights. Obviously, the Odell Beckham, 89 yards, and Odell Beckham on the sideline. That was
all Odell.
I know, but Baker. I mean, he's delivered some nice balls before the end of the second quarter. He had a nice drive to get in the field goal range. I like Baker. He's just hasn't really been clicking yet. He's building chemistry with Odell. But I'm taking the Rams. They just have a better team. I love their defense. The defenses are pretty evenly matched. They have some talent, but I'm just going on feeling in this game, and I'm taking the Rams. Chase, I'm guessing you're going Browns.
Nope, actually I'm not. I'm going Rams. It's just a safer choice. I mean, I'm not impressed by Baker. That man, like I said in the beginning of the year, if the Browns are going to be good, it's all on him and Freddie Kitchens. I feel like Freddie Kitchens is pulling his weight so far. Baker's went like against the Jets, he had a touchdown and an interception. Like, come on, man. Like, he didn't even. I don't think he had 300 yards. I mean, tell me, like, maybe I'm wrong, but it's just something wrong with that team. Like, I thought, I said last week, like what they need was a nice ass kicking to get them back in shape. But the team's there. You know what I mean? You got Myles Garrett getting 5 sacks already. It's on Baker. It's just that man. Los Angeles, they got a damn good defense. They're gonna be blitzing him like there's no tomorrow. They got Donald holding the beast back in the cage. Still got Marcus Peters and Aqib Talib back there. John Johnson. I don't know. Baker's. I'd be a little worried if I was the Browns right now. See if he regressed a little bit like Mariota did a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he's been quiet, 100%. Mikey, who do you like?
I like Cleveland in this spot. Primetime game, Baker, OBJ. They're just the primetime guys, honestly. Another interesting stat I want to throw out there. Jared Goff last year, at home, 22 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 116.7 QBR. On the road, 10 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 82.7 QBR.
Yep.
Jared Goff's a California boy. Lived there. I'm pretty sure he grew up there. Went to Cal Berkeley. Cleveland's pretty far from California. And I don't know, for some reason he struggles on the road. He's just not as good. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I like Cleveland in this spot. They're pretty hyped up about that. I mean, it's not much. They beat the Jets with their Luke Falk quarterback. A win's a win. Myles Garrett looked good. OBJ looked phenomenal. Nick Chubb did fine. I like Cleveland in this spot.
Chicago.
What's different about the Jets too? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But what's different about the Jets, the Browns this year is that when they won, all hell didn't no one was flipping tables, no one was freaking out. It's just like they're in a very win now mode, and they just it's like it's a different year. But it's like I said again, it's all on Baker. You know what I mean? Like last year when they beat the Jets week 3, Bud Light cracked open all these cases of beer. You know what I mean? Like this year they won and it wasn't a big deal.
I'm super excited for this game. I'm really excited. Sunday
totally.
night football. I think Cleveland's gonna be rocking, and I don't think they've had this kind of feeling for a while.
Prime
now.
time.
This
forever.
is it. This is this is a taste of what winning is like, and what the culture they want over there in Cleveland.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All right. Chicago at Washington. I'm taking the Bears in this one. I feel like I was questioning their offense after week 1. A little bit of sparks in week 2 for them, so I'm taking them based on their defense 100%. Trubisky, I'm not that confident in him yet. Yes, he has upside, but safer pick, I'm taking the Bears. Mike, who are you taking?
I originally was going to go with the Bears, but you know what? Give me Case Keenum. I'm going with the Redskins in this one.
All right.
Case Keenum is doing fine. The Redskins defense is actually pretty solid. As the stats may not show that, but they were doing so well against the Eagles until they got tired in the second half.
Yeah.
But yeah, this Redskins team is not as bad as people say there is. They are. They're 0-2, and they need to win this game. They're at home, primetime game Monday night against the Bears offense, who just has been so bad. The Bears were terrible against Green Bay, terrible against Denver. I think the Redskins have a pretty solid chance to win this game. And Case Keenum, as long as he doesn't turn the ball over that much, as long as he's careful, Strong underneath game. Just keep throwing those underneath 7-yard slants, and he'll be fine. Redskins win this one.
Alrighty, Chase, who you like?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's really hard not to pick the Bears. I am picking the Bears. Sorry if I got anyone else's hopes up. But I'm just worried the Bears are turning into the Raiders' Derek Carr's third year. Because I remember his second year, they went like 12-4, 11-5. Then he obviously got hurt and they lost in the wild card. But, you would think Trubisky would hype back. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, playing against old DC, playing in Denver. But, this is a very big make or break week because, that defense is always going to be good. It's just, if he's not producing, and I'm Chicago, would I consider taking a quarterback in the first round? I would. You know what I mean? This draft class is loaded.
Yeah, there's a lot of quarterbacks out there.
Jake Fromm can fall mid-round for sure. He could fall mid-round for sure. He definitely doesn't have the most potential, but he's got that winning attitude. You know what I mean?